Hello guys, welcome to the intro video for the JavaScript chapter. So I'm going to talk about JavaScript a little bit and give you an introduction to JavaScript. JavaScript is a very popular programming language nowadays on the web. It's been around for 17 years, since 1995, so it's very popular, and JavaScript is now everywhere on the web. So any kind of website you see on the web has JavaScript on it. So we're gonna learn the basics of JavaScript. I can tell you that we learned in the XHTML and CSS chapter, the previous chapter, we learned how to create a simple web page, but a static web page. Okay, so it's still a very static, and we don't have a lot of effects and dynamics on the web page that we did on the last project of the last chapter. And JavaScript will take it to the next level. So JavaScript will give you an introduction to how to build more dynamics around the website. Okay, so that's what we will learn on the chapter. Anyways, if you have any questions on JavaScript, just send me a message or post your questions on the comments section. Okay, and that's basically it. Okay, we will start creating the first JavaScript code and the first JavaScript file on the next video, and see you guys later. Bye. Hello guys, and welcome to my second video tutorial on JavaScript. So in this tutorial we're gonna start doing some code. Okay, so let's open Notepad++. If any of you guys don't have the Notepad++ text editor, please go to Google and search for it. Okay, search for Notepad++ and download it. Okay, now I already typed HTML text here, and I made myself a web page. Okay, so you can type these tags as well, and you can save the file, save as test.html. Okay, remember that in the last course on XHTML CSS we learned how to place the CSS tags. Okay, and we learned that they should be placed and between head tags, right? So we usually type style and type equals text and CSS, and then we close. Okay, and in here we place CSS, blah blah blah, whatever CSS. But we are not going to do any CSS in this video. We're going to do some JavaScript code. And to do some JavaScript, the tags for JavaScript code are script type and then text slash JavaScript. Okay, and then close script. So you see, script tags go exactly where the CSS tags go. Okay, so if we had some CSS as well, okay, we could place it here. Style type blah 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 blah, and then close style here. Okay, so you can remember you have to put the script tags or the JavaScript tags inside or between the head. Okay, the head tags. Now that said, you can take all the tags of your web page. Okay, you can delete this and leave only your script tags. Why? Because I just put those tags because I just want you guys to see where normally script text goes when you have a web page, okay? When you have a finished web page. So now that we're gonna do some videos on simple and basic script code on JavaScript, we only need the script text here. So, and now we're gonna do the code inside. So the first thing I'm going to teach you is how to output something in your web page using JavaScript. So we can start by learning this line of code here, this command document, write, and then parentheses, and end with semicolon, okay? I'm going to remember you guys a lot of times throughout the course that you have always to end your line of code JavaScript with semicolon, okay? Try to remember that, okay? Always end with semicolon, the line of code. So document, write, and now you can type something. Let's type some numbers. Save this, and let's run it in Chrome. And here they are: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So now let's write something. Okay, save this, and where is my browser here? Let's refresh, and we don't have nothing. And why is that? Because anytime you want to type text, you have to type it between double quotes, okay? So you see it also changes his color, okay? So now the code or JavaScript recognizes something as a string or a text, okay? So let's save this and let's refresh and see if it works. Okay, here it is. Something, it works, okay? So you can type whatever text you want, blah blah blah, here, okay? But it has to be always between some double quotes, okay? You can also use single quotes as well, okay? If you use single quotes, it will work as well. Here it is, okay? So use some double quotes or single quotes when you type some text in between the parentheses, okay, for the output to your web page. Now I'm going to show you also how to use the alert box. I'm sure you guys, many of you guys already have seen this throughout the web. Alert box, and then instead of this crap, let's type hello, welcome to my web page. Save this, remember end it with semicolon. Let's run this in Chrome, and there it is. An alert box, okay, says hello, welcome to my web page, and then we click it OK, and we go to the web page because it's in blank. We don't have anything on our web page. But every time you have this line of code, okay, your web page, as soon as it loads, it will show the alert box, okay, that you type here. So you can change anything inside the alert box or that you want to show to the user, okay? So that's it. You now know simple output or how to make some output in your web page using document write or an alert box, okay? So see you guys in the next video. If you have any questions, just send me a message or post your questions in the comment section below. See you guys later. Bye. Hello guys, and welcome to my third video tutorial on JavaScript. And in this video I'm going to show you how to make some variables, okay, for the first time in JavaScript. So to make our first variable, we just have to type var space, and then we can type whatever name we want. I'm going to type test equals, and I'm going to type my name is Victor. Okay, you have to type that between double quotes. Okay, remember that whenever you type any text, we have to type you have to type it between double quotes. Okay, and end it. Let's end this with a semicolon. Okay, remember I told you every time you type a line of code in JavaScript, end it with semicolon. Don't forget that. So var test, okay, variable test will have this content here, okay, or this value will be stored inside variable test. Now, we want to output that content or that value in our web page. So to do that, we're gonna type document write. You learned that in the last video. Okay, document write is to output something to our web page. And what do we want to output? We want to output the content of this variable, which is this content here. And we do that by typing the name, only the name of the variable. Okay, the name of the variable is test. So we type test here. Let's save this. Let's see if this works. Chrome. And that's it. My name is Victor. Okay, so this is how we can output, okay, the content of a variable or the value, whatever value, because we can make some text. We can put some text stored in the variable, but we can also put some numbers or calculations. Okay, I'm gonna teach you that just in a minute. Now, document write test, and let's change this for to another. Let's make another example and type another text. My name is whatever. Well, let's save this, and I want to change this also to alert. Okay, let's make an alert box and make this run in Chrome, and there it is. Okay, this is the value of the variable. Okay, that we stored, and we made an alert. Okay, so every time we load that web page, or every time we load, we go to that web page, the alert box will pop up with this value here of this variable. Right. So we now know how to store some text inside a variable. So what about calculations? We talked about calculations. What is that of calculations? Calculations is that inside a variable we can place a calculation, like let's make a simple calculation, 3 plus 3, okay, and the result of this calculation, okay, will be stored inside test. And now when we call the variable test, the output will be always the result of that calculation. So let's do document write and see the output in our web page of variable test. Save this, see this, and the result is of course 6. Okay, so we can use we can make a large calculations here Just remember that you have to put the calculations between parentheses, okay? And we can use also multiplication sign. We can make the division. Can make minus. We can use plus. Okay, so we can use a lot. Let's use multiply. Okay, and see the result. I'm sure you'll have a large number. And that's it. Okay, so this is the result of this calculation here. Okay, so now we know how to place or store some text inside the variable and a calculation result. What about numbers, simple numbers? We can also place numbers inside a variable. Let's do some more than one variable with different numbers. Let's name variable number 1 will equal to 20, and variable number 2 will equal to 30. Okay, now let's make another variable. I'm making 3 variables. In JavaScript you can make as many variables as you want, okay? And let's name it test. And equals, I'm gonna put parentheses because I'm gonna make a calculation in here. And the calculation is variable number 1 plus variable number 2. Okay, I'm calling the variable name number 1 and the variable name number 2. And this obviously means 20, which should be here. This equals 20 plus 30. Okay, and let's type now document, right, semicolon, and here you have to type test. Okay, so now I want to output test, and test is the calculation of variable number 1 plus variable number 2. And variable number 1 is equals to 20, variable number 2 equals to 30. Okay, so basically this means 30 or 20 plus 30. Let's see if it works. Oops. Save, run in Chrome, and beautiful. That's it, 50. Okay, so we can change this and change the calculation, make multiply. Okay, let's multiply 20 multiplies by 30. Run this again. That's it, 600. Okay, so it works. So this is how variables work. Okay, guys. Some of you may be a little confused right now on how variables work, but don't worry, guys. We're gonna use a lot more variables in the next videos, and you'll get used to it. Okay, so if you have any questions about this video, just send me a message, okay, or post the questions in the comment section, and see you guys in the next video. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel on Click Tutorials. Okay, see you guys later. Bye.